away they go then with 2 miles the journey. Jusseur was rather slow to stride, but is angling in from a high draw to get towards the inside. Jamaican Flight is bustled along early to grab the first advantage from Bay of Islands and Carly's Quest, and then Dancing Rio and Far Cry, who's handy. Caught out wide is Ballet K, and then wider still is Just in Time in the leading half dozen. Then back behind them, Salmon Ladder from Travelmate and Benetton and Rainbow Waves, Razor Prince, and then Bakar as they prepare to swing left-handed away from the stands. And Jamaican Flight is setting a strong gallop here. Just in Time moves into second place, up in distance a half mile, having run so prominently and well at Royal Ascot last time as they swing away left-handed. Carly's Quest is next. Bay of Islands got a bit short of room on the rail, leaving the straight behind them, but as they go slightly downhill, and it's Jamaican Flight by a couple of lengths to Just in Time. Carly's Quest in the green headgear then, followed closely by Ballet K, and then Salmon Ladder the outside of Far Cry, and Bay of Islands back on the fence. Then Travelmate lying 7th or 8th at this stage from Nicole 50. Razor Prince is next, then Rainbow Waves towards the inside, towards the rear too, with Benetton and Generosity as they now run towards the back straight. And it's Jamaican Flight that continues to bowl happily along by 2 lengths to Just in Time second. Carly's Quest and Ballet K are third and fourth then from Salmon Ladder. Then not behind, far behind these is Dancing Rio from Bakar. As we check the starting prices, we had joint favourites on the Os, Travelmate and Far Cry, both at 9-2. Jusseur, who was slow to stride, at 7-1, and Generosity towards the rear at this stage at 8-1. It was 10-1 bar. Down the back they go then. Jamaican Flight stretching them out. Just in Time in second place, then Ballet K and Carly's Quest. Salmon Ladder next from Far Cry, and Travelmate not far behind them. Bakar is close. Legal Lunch has made headway left of picture, yellow and blue jacket, as they continue on their journey down the back. Dancing Rio towards the inside then from Generosity and Razor Prince. Nicole 50. Bay of Islands has been shuffled back a bit, and then Rainbow Waves as Jamaican Flight is not so far in front now and being pushed along to maintain the lead. It's Jamaican Flight from Just in Time, Carly's Quest, Ballet K, Far Cry with a very good position on the fence in about 5th place as they race for the turn now. They're well grouped just in behind the leaders. Trying to make ground is Salmon Ladder. Travelmate is going well enough too in about 6th or 7th places now. Bakar is driven along, so they prepare to swing the final corner, and it's Jamaican Flight and Just in Time, Ballet K, and then in behind these moving well is Travelmate. Far Cry is right there too with every chance inside the 3. Just in Time just struck the front, but Far Cry now comes and immediately takes over. It's up front, Far Cry, Bay of Islands, Travelmate now unleashed towards the outside inside the final quarter mile. It's Far Cry making the best of its way home. Travelmate is the challenger in second place, but will he last home? Bay of Islands is third, then Rainbow Wave. The final furlong, Far Cry and Travelmate, the joint favourites fighting it out in the Northumberland place. Far Cry and nose in front. Travelmate, Ray Cochrane coming hard the near side. Travelmate, Far Cry, they flash past. Travelmate made just the running. Bay of Islands, then Rainbow Waves behind these. Benetton chase these home, and then they stream past the line. What a finish here between the market leaders. Travelmate on the near side of Far Cry, and it looked as though Travelmate just shaded it, getting ahead in the last few strides. Far Cry, what a bold bid under Kevin Darley. Let's check the freeze frame image. Travelmate on the near side, Far Cry on the inside. Well, that's not completely conclusive, is it? But first impressions were that Travelmate had just edged home, but it does go to the judge. Back in third place, it was number 10, Bay of Islands, and fourth home, Rainbow Waves. But a titanic tussle between these two game stayers here, two progressive stayers. Far Cry on the inside, Kevin Darley in front, over a furlong out. Travelmate inching closer all the way home under Ray Cochrane's right-hand drive, and they're going to hit the line, and it was close. But I'll stick with Travelmate. What do you think, Jim?
Well, the angle favours this side. What a fantastic finish here. Two very, very game horses, two very strong riders, and we really have seen a rip-roaring finish. A roar that went up when the course commentator called Far Cry hitting the front. Far Cry over on the far side, Travelmate this side. When Travelmate began his run, he looked certain to swamp Far Cry on the far side, but the other horse on the far rail battles back. It's nip and tuck, it's on the nod. Bay of Islands back in third. Who'll get there? Cochrane forces him up right on the line. As they hit the post now, you'd think he might just have got there, Travelmate.
bookmakers just simply do not know. Unfortunately, there's no big screen here in Newcastle. Now, I'm sure that this will be changed next year. The big screen is essential, and without the big screen, the bookmakers do not know who has won the Foster's Lager Northumberland Plate between Travelmate and of the 9-2 joint favourite, along with Far Cry, also at 9-2. Both have been the gambles throughout the week. Both are desperate results for the bookmakers, and they're now going even money. I can see Far Cry. So bookmakers believe that Travelmate, and Ray Cochrane signal with his whip going past the post that he believes he's won his first Northumberland Plate, and given the second to trainer the skeleton man James Fanshawe, who won with Bold Gate 4 years ago. Bookies don't know, but they're going even money Far Cry. It looks as though Travelmate has landed a colossal gamble from 10-1 midweek. It was 5-1 this morning, and favoured throughout of the course until the last few seconds when Far Cry joined it. Bookmakers have not got a prayer of winning on this race, whichever of the two gets the nod from the judge.
Tremendously strong here. Maybe the stewards will look at the whip. Ray Cochrane brings his whip high, but he actually flicks his horse with a backhand movement for all his arm comes high. Kevin Darley just as strong, but you have to say these horses are really responded, and right on the line, as you heard already, Ray clenches his fist as though he thinks he's got there, but the freeze frame is very close, although when you race regularly at Newcastle, when it looks tight, it generally favours this side. Jonathan Dimsdale is the course judge, and his words will be the ones the crowd here will hear first. So there's Ray Cochrane. He seems very chirpy. Tomo, you're down there?
Well, Kevin Darley's just shouting across to Ray Cochrane, get in the